Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Fire Emblem Warriors. Wir sprechen mal mit dem Drach. Ah, bist du ja. Danke für die Unterstützung im Kampf. Wenn du einen Moment Zeit hast, würde ich gerne mit dir über deine Zukunft sprechen. Und falls du kein Ziel vor Augen hast, nachdem wir unsere Aufgabe erfüllt haben, würde ich dich gerne für das Kaiserreich anwerben. Ich kann dir eine bessere Übersetzung versprechen. Natürlich auch für das, was du heute geleistet hast, ne? Was sagst du? Ich werde normalerweise nicht von Leuten angehört, die so weit oben in der Nahrungskette stehen. Wie komme ich zu dieser Anfrage? Ja, nachdem ich Partner leben durfte. Schützungswert. Hast du überlegt, mit den anderen hier gesprochen, wenn du möchtest, kannst du das Haus des schwarzen Adlern. Was?
Hubert of House Vestra is my attendant. His family is unusual in that they're noble but lack territory of their own. Hubert is deeply loyal to me, and you can trust him completely. In fact, I imagine he's quite grateful for what you've already done.
Also entweder sie, ne? Er, ne?
Thanks.
Werden. Das heißt, die Kirche will das übernehmen, tut mir leid. Das ist alles. Ja, ich sollte es wohl nicht erwarten, dass gleich jeden Fremden vertraust, der den Weg läuft, ja, auch sehr helfen und wir sind dir alle dankbar dafür.
Speaking of,
Gesprochen.
how's that?
Also erzählen einen goldenen Hirsch. Ich habe keine Ahnung.
You have my thanks.
Lass mich dann sehr dankbar sein, Michael, wir stehen in deiner tiefen Schuld.
Speaking of which,
Vater sind und wir schauen das Dorf, das uns sucht etwas weiter im Osten. Danke für den Hinweis, ich hatte auf der Karte gesehen, aber nichts ausmachen, wo der Wald finden kann. Ja, das sieht ein Aufruf aus.
by the way,
Und dann wäre schon eine Gelegenheit, uns und anderen zu unterhalten. Oh, ich kann nicht, mit wem du
how
ansonsten
about this?
Löwen vorstellen. So, jetzt geht bald runter. Sag Alois, dass du aufsprichst.
I see.
Ja, Michael, hast du schon mit den anderen Hauptsprechen geredet?
That's
Was, du
concerning.
verlässt es? Aber es geht doch nicht.
If I'm honest,
Gehofft, dich um etwas bitten zu können und dir das nur verschenken. Ja. Was willst du?
My sincere apologies for asking this of you. I know you're heading for Ramire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but... Well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garrigmach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that exactly?
Because you've done us a great service and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full. Also, between you and me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers' Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well, let's just say it would sit poorly with everyone. So you see why we must ensure you're well compensated. Also, there may be some papers for you to sign. Perhaps in blood.
Vor allem
This
Blut.
sounds more like hush money than a reward.
Yes, that's exactly what I told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back. Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier if you simply agree to come along. Just as a formality, of course.
Ja, versuch schon.
That was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softie.
Fix it.
Well, what do you think? Garrett Mock is in the opposite direction of where we need to be. But this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
I guess I'm not opposed to helping out a little more. I'll come with you to the monastery, but I'm not staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul you are.
Aber mich jetzt unbewusst für
I'd
irgendwas
say you
entschieden.
saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
Told me what?
Told you how dashing you are in armor. Not just any man can pull off that look.
Ah, you like it? Wonderful. I admit I've received no small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a week. Why, take this one here.
We heard you'll be joining us at Garrick Mock. Perhaps somewhat unwillingly, I might add. I know this wasn't in your plans, but if it lets us get to know each other better, perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to keep the mood light.
Ich weiß aber, für wen ich mich dann entscheiden würde, wenn es sein müsste.
Well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
No one gets a say when they're up against a squadron of knights.
No, I suppose not. Apologies again for dragging you into this mess.
Yes, that's quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Listen, I know this one's on me. I'm the one who roped you into coming back to camp after all. But I'll find a way to make it up to you, I promise.
Thanks, Claude. I know you will.
Hey! Hurry up back there or we'll leave you behind!
You know you've had a busy day when you rub shoulders with the heirs to the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance. I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
Wenn schon sie.
Seems like Edelgard thinks high enough of me. She's got this elegant air about her, but somehow doesn't hold any disdain for mercenaries.
Also,
Looks like Dimitri's always checking in on me every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king. The kind who looks... Claude's a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble. And I mean that in a good way. Something tells...
hoppala.
Of course you only pick up on their rosy qualities. You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.
Habe ich mich jetzt entschieden, obwohl ich mich nicht entschieden wollte. Entschieden. Sehr deutsch. Prolog, 3 Häuser.
Prologue. 3 houses. Deep in the forest, the mercenary meets a trio of youths, each a student at Garrick Mock's Officers' Academy, and a leader of one of the school's 3 houses. Striking down the bandit chief who attacked the students brings undue attention to the mercenary, who soon arrives at the hallowed gates of Garrick Mock.
Achso. Kann man da Kommt jetzt noch eine Cutscene oder nicht? Kommt noch eine Cutscene anscheinend. Erst wieso sind die immer so kurz?
And with that, may I present the mercenary I spoke of?
Greetings. My name is Rhea, and I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for rescuing our students.
Machen wir das.
I'm just glad I could help. Such modesty is not required around me. Your actions were truly commendable.
However, the reason we summoned you here was not simply to express our gratitude. We have a proposal for you, one made on behalf of the church itself.
What kind of proposal?
Someone told you of the Officers' Academy here at the monastery, yes? We would have you join this academy as a student.
You what? Though you are a mercenary, I understand you are not currently beholden to any one particular employer. Also, the students you rescued are close to your own age. Your life could be greatly enriched here.
Or she's heard about our power and wants to keep us on a short leash. And yet she's taking it almost as a given that we'll accept. It's infuriating.
Ich weiß ja nicht, wen ich beitreten soll.
Sorry, but the world's got other plans for me. I can't afford to stay here forever.
Oh, this would not be forever. You would only be enrolled for 1 year. Bear in mind that the Knights of Seros and many other powerful warriors pass through these gates. Whether you seek to someday become an officer or simply increase your own strength, this environment will undoubtedly aid in your pursuits.
They've really talked us into a corner here. I think I see where this is going.
Ich habe eh keine andere Wahl.
All right, I'm in.
A wise decision. We will do all we can to ensure you do not regret it.
I believe you will go far.
Also jetzt bin ich...
If I may, permit me to tell you a bit more about the school itself.
Jetzt bin ich
The academy is
dorthin, wo ich
divided
eigentlich
into
nichts
3
willst,
houses
was?
and draws in the most promising young talents from every corner of Fulda. Some are noble-born, while others spring from more humble roots. But within these walls, all are treated as equals. We ask our prospects to spend a year living under the same dormitory roof, so they can challenge each other, work hard.
Each of our houses corresponds to one of Fodlan's 3 regions. Edelgard leads the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Dimitri leads the Blue Lion House, home to students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. And Claude leads the Golden Deer House, for students from the Leicester Alliance.
We could select a house for you ourselves, but as all of this was our idea, perhaps we should leave this decision to you. You are something of a special case, after all.
So I can join any house I want?
Yes, you have simply to name it.
Oh. Goldener Hirsch, schwarzer Adler oder blauer Löwe. Ich weiß genau, was ich nehme. Ja.
So you wish to join Edelgard's Black Eagles. Are you certain?
Ja.
Yep, that's the one. I'm sure of it.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
Muss ich das Spiel dann noch zweimal durchspielen?
With that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns out we just underwent a last-minute roster change. I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Hello.
seine eigenen bewundern.
Nice meeting you, sir. Don't load me up with too much homework, alright?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house. Hmm?
I don't care. You decide.
What the fuck?
You'll certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuela, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission soon.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh, did we fail to mention that? Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the church.
Okay. Also, da können nun gespielt werden. Also alle, oder was? Alles klar.
Well, what do you think? I believe there is a very good chance it will work.
Perhaps, Lady Edelgard. But is that chance not outweighed by the danger of matters going awry? We have managed to walk the knife's edge so far, but what you are suggesting is open hostility. If they so much as catch wind of our intentions, things will go sideways very quickly.
Regardless, this is our last opportunity to save her. Frankly, it's a miracle we even have the chance.
I thought you once proclaimed not to believe in miracles, Lady Edelgard.
And I don't. At least not the kind one has to sit around and wait for. But right now, everyone is exactly where we need them. Her, the bandits, the string pullers, and the perfect instructor with the perfect mission. I'm going to make this miracle happen, and I will do so for our future.
Let's have a plan in place to finish the job, in case they catch on. I expected you to burn a few bridges, but this plan would be akin to setting half the countryside on fire.
Which is exactly why I'm counting on you, Hubert, and why I'm grateful to have you by my side. Welcome to the Black Eagle House. I'm pleased you selected us.
Whoa, wait, what? You're a student now?
And
not only that, you're one of us? That's great!
Wait, stop! I don't know this person! Oh, why are there so many new faces?
That's what you get for skipping this year's first field excursion, Byrne. A lot happened. There was even a bandit attack. Did you really not hear about any of this?
Bandits? No, I'm extra glad I skipped out.
I must say, the church took a bold step in enrolling you, a decision which I, of course, fully support. You helped Edelgard, and we stand to learn quite a bit from one so skilled.
Hä? Ja, ich mag das durchlesen und aufnehmen. Das ist Englisch und das in Deutsch. Darf das in Ruhe durchlesen?
If anyone needs me, I'll be asleep and... Wait,
Ja,
hold on.
ich...
Do you have a crest? Did Professor Hanneman even check?
Was weiß
You
ich.
checked all right. Sorry to say I'm certifiably crestless.
Konzentriere mich nur. Entschuldigung.
Strange. You definitely seem the type. But I suppose I'm just imagining it.
And now you know the rest of our house. As you already met some of us in camp, I assume you knew what you were getting into. We may not be perfect, but we support each other as best we can. Please try your utmost to get along with everyone. Here approaches Professor Yuritsa. That makes all of us.
Remember your mission?
We are to eliminate the remaining members of the Iron King's thieves that attacked our camp. The Chief Costas has already been struck down, and now only a scattering of brigands remain.
Even with our limited experience, we should be able to defeat them handily.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Yes, Professor. Oh, he's gone.
So it would seem. Right then. We better get all of our waterfowl in a row.
Wait, but I need to tell the professor I can't participate?
No.
Oh, good work, Bernie. Why didn't you speak up sooner?
I know what you mean. I never even got the chance to break out my best. Leave it to me, Professor. He's a real tough nut, that's for sure. Says just as much as he has to, and makes tracks.
Well, the less you say, the greater your mystique.
True enough. There's not much charm in someone who talks your ear off at every opportunity.
Whatever the case, I expect all Black Eagles to participate in this mission, including you, Bernadetta. You can do this. And I look forward to seeing our mercenary friend here in action.
Scherz machen, Mann.
I won't let you down.
Dann geh aufs Klo. Ja? Konzentriere mich nur.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the knights.
It is time.
Yes. The bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Bro's land in the kingdom. But the knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some of our charges. I trust you will keep them safe, though I likely do not need to worry with an old hand like you at their side.
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission. Gather the others.
About time we saw some action.
Okay.
Lost sight of them?
A shame to admit it, but yes. It's possible someone magicked the bandits away. Why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
Right, of course. We'll follow... Wait, what?
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
Professor, wait! Well, he must have some idea where the bandits went. Let's hurry after him.
Pathetic.
Professor Yuritsa, you shouldn't charge ahead like that. It's far too dangerous. Wait, what is all this?
Dead by my hand.
Yes, they look quite dead indeed. Are these the miscreants we were meant to deal with?
How is one to tell? One uncouth ruffian looks much the same as any other. Do you know, Professor?
Können wir jetzt endlich anfangen?
No, but it's them. They were trying to escape to that fortress.
That fortress?
Ja, dann ist was.
That's what he said.
Ja.
Something you want to share?
It just seems suspicious.
You're something else, Caspar. Still, I get...
We're near the border of the kingdom and the empire, but that is no imperial outpost.
It's not the kingdom's either, and they're not flying any kind of banner. I'm guessing it's a bandit hideout.
Ja, das war alle.
Allowance to be storming their base and crushing them under our feet. It might be a little dangerous for us to handle on our own, Petra. Yes, I mean, I agree. We should all, go home. Right now.
But the bandits might be inside, and they must answer for their crimes. It is our noble duty to finish them off before they can bring harm to another soul.
This isn't about nobles. It's about doing the right thing, period. And striking down evil is the Caspar way.
Ich weiß nicht, was das geschaut ist.
We'll be heroes if we manage to take out an entire bandit outpost. This is the kind of stuff I live for.
Since when are you so gung-ho? Oh, right. Since always.
Enough. This is not our decision to make. Professor Yuritsu.
The mission stands. Enter the fortress. Dispatch any bandits you find. There are no signs of life. We may be chasing ghosts.
Professor, are you having the ability to speak with ghost spirits?
It is just an expression, Petra. It means there is probably no one here.
Ah, I am understanding now. You have my thanks. This language has much peculiarity some of the time.
Well, if that's settled, let us make ready. Make sure you're prepared before we head out.
So, die werden... Okay. Niederlage. Was keine. Habe ich ein anderes Schwert? Irgendwie... Ja, wie kann ich starten? Wird schon passen.
We'll put the bandits to rout. Follow me.
Ja, zu lassen. Ja, ich mach das schon irgendwie. So, aber wo steht es? Also ich kann jetzt... Ich vergesse immer, dass ich ein bisschen kann. So...
Careful. Do not let the enemies be ganging up on you.
Wann kommt er wieder zurück? Ich kann das schon. Das ist unser Roller. Also das sind die, was ich noch besiegen kann, und irgendwann kommen halt welche, die was ich nicht besiegen kann, ne? Besiege den Torwächter. Ja. Ich hab schon verstanden, dass ich den besiegen muss. Danke, Spiel. Kann ja auch die anderen besiegen. Level up.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Das Spiel ist schon cool. Ich muss erst in so ein Spiel reinkommen, ne? Mit dem Doppelschwert ist halt ein bisschen heftig, ne? So. Da ist ja noch einer. So. Wow. So, kann ich den besiegen oder bin ich da im Nachteil? Ja, ich sollte die vielleicht, what the fuck?
Yes. It seems we will need a key to open it.
Wie kannst du die von da... Also das ist eh schon der. Ja, ich hab schon kapiert. So. Wie kann ich jetzt so? Fehler.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave
Der
this to
da.
me.
Wie kann ich... Ich würde gern... So.
Here I go. No mistakes.
Ich kann den daher
They must
geben.
learn who they're up against.
Right then, let us go to work.
Bei denen ist es wurscht, oder was? 14%. Welche Richtung muss ich hin? Falsch.
I will capture this stronghold.
Da muss ich lang. Währenddessen... Achso. Der kommt da eh her, ne? So, aber der ist nicht tot, weil ich ihn nicht besiegen kann, ne? So. Ich wollte den, weil der ist anscheinend nicht unterlegen, daher gehen. Dann kann ich die Schatztruhe gleich aufmachen. Y. Ja, ich habe anscheinend... Okay, anscheinend kann ich ihn doch besiegen, auch wenn ich verstehe das noch nicht so ganz. Ja, verstehe schon. Ja, aber ich das andere, was mir hilft oder nicht? Ja. Ja, da hat das mehr eine Rolle gespielt als bei anderen. Schon wieder Level Up? So. Ist noch einer, was er besiegen muss, kann, soll? Nein. Ja, dann anscheinend. So, ne? Also, vielleicht soll ich dann einen Typ da noch besiegen, bevor wir... Also das ist noch der da. Ich mag den auch besiegen, auch wenn es wahrscheinlich nicht wirklich viel Sinn hat. So, und der letzte. Und also momentan der letzte. Wie geht's noch weiter? So, alle komplett Offensive, Vollgas. Ich besuche das Verlies. Dann mache ich ja gerade. Schon alle da.
Hey, there's a prisoner down here.
Wie ist das?
An academy student?
Ja, ich habe schon die Befehle ja erteilt, dass sie daherkommen. Habe ich ja schon. Falsch. Einfach draufhauen. So. So, gute Fahrt.
Are you here to rescue me?
Nein, schaut noch so aus.
Monica, how did you... No, my questions can wait.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't let the girl escape. Our Kranya will make us wish we were dead.
So.
It's not safe here. We must take the girl and run.
Bring Monika in Sicherheit. Verteidigungsbefehle.
They seem to be targeting that student. And it falls upon us to keep her safe. No matter the cost.
Ja, einfach beschützen, ne? Wo ist denn? Da.
Everyone, protect Monica.
There will be no way forward until we strike down these scoundrels.
The way is clear. Come, we need to hurry.
Sorry I'm slowing you down. The world is still a little wobbly at the moment.
To give him the slip.
More bandits that eluded us. Leave none alive.
Was? Wenn sich der Typ zurückzieht.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Right then, let us go to work. I will see my duty done.
Here I go. No mistake. I'll provide some protection.
So, du beschützt sie. Ich beschütze.
The way is clear. Come, we need to hurry.
Ja, reicht das, wenn das... Weißt du was? Achso, sie muss einfach nur da sein.
Who came in here and trashed my beautiful stronghold?
Es passiert so viel! Hilfe!
I'm crying, but you can just call me the lady that's about to murder you. Or, you know, don't.
It's her. So be it. Kill her.
Jetzt erst einmal! So, wo ist sie? Besiege Koniger. Level 5 für mich.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
That's the last of them.
If you truly are Kanye, then it is...
Schade, dass es nicht so wie in...
Then we can proceed as planned.
If you've got any pretty last words lined up, now would be the time. Not that I'm going to pay attention.
So, heiß.
I wouldn't be going anywhere, Monica. I have something very special planned for you.
So. Siegt.
Oh, wait. You asked for it.
Release the creature we captured.
What the fuck? Schon wieder 40 Minuten.
be trouble. On your guards, everyone.
Alter. Ja, das ist mir schon klar.
Attack in force. You'll never defeat it alone.
All the numbers in the world can sing. I am here to aid you.
This is unlike any beast I have ever encountered. It will be a grueling battle unless we combine our strength.
Its strength is beginning to wane.
Press the attack.
So. Nimmt so lange auf. Aber ich kann jetzt nicht einfach aufhören, ne? Ja.
They defeated a demonic beast? Impossible!
Talus isn't going to like
Yeah.
this at all. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay.
That snake escaped. But still, Monica is safe, and that's what matters.
Oh, abgeschlossen. Nach weiß ich nicht wie lang. Ist das komplett S? Teilnehmer, ja.
Gotta keep aiming higher. I must.
Ja, und der S-Level. Oder wie viel Level mag ich noch aufsteigen?
Gotta keep it. Hey, a new power. All right.
I need more.
Ja, das schaue ich mir dann an. Ja. Schau ich mir dann an. In Ruhe. Kommt jetzt noch eine Geschichte?
I thought I would never breathe fresh air again for as long as I lived. I'm not sure what to say except thank you, everyone.
How did you end up in such an awful place, Monica? I heard you went missing in House Ox territory.
I did indeed. In fact, I was on the verge of graduation when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. Oh, how silly of me not to introduce myself. I'm Monica von Ox. I'm the eldest child of Baron Ox, and one of your Highness's most loyal subjects. Seeing as you saved my life, I plan to devote that very life back to helping your cause.
You've not changed at all, though I do appreciate the enthusiasm.
Monica was a Black Eagle in last year's class. One might say she's part of the old guard.
I'm not sure how I feel about you calling people old.
So, darf ich den Part beenden oder passiert noch irgendwas?
Yes, I think I understand. This all began when the knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase. Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be sure to smooth things over for you once we're back.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Eloise?
Because the knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different? Not that I'm trying to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Euritza's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all swell that ends swell.
Still, I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
You didn't?
Now that I think on it, not everyone in that fortress was dressed like a common rogue. Perhaps the bandits were mere decoys while some other villain pulled strings behind the scenes. Yeah, there was one real piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. I've seen all kinds of people as a mercenary, and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
You're on the right path. Perhaps
Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing as I already know.
What? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Her Highness can vouch for this, but my memory is quite strong. Try remarkable. You never forget a face, even one seen only at a glance. Your Highness, thank you for the compliment. I'm certain of what I saw. The one who kidnapped me was surely Tomas the librarian.
Tomas?
Impossible. But Tomas has been at Garrick Mach even longer than I have. I don't want to believe it, but based on what you say, we've no choice but to investigate.
But Sir Alois...
Das sollte ich auf jeden Fall jeden zweiten Tag machen, wenn das so lang ist.
Tomas is in league with Kranya. He is dead.
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
Well, now things are getting interesting. Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? Why do you think she was at the fortress?
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend of yours?
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this point. Gone, vanished, lost. I remember meeting you, but before that, nothing at all. And yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling. I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection. It was simply pure emotion.
And here I thought I had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable! Oh, but I do love that about you.
So, ich würde gern speichern.
And so, the Archbishop has elected to apprehend Tomas.
He has been away from Garrick Mach for days now. During his absence, an investigation of his behavior and personal effects laid bare his hospital.
The knights have been instructed to await his return and take him in. As quietly as possible, of course.
We want him alive, so we might discover the whereabouts of his associates.
I'm glad they actually believed me. If they doubted you, you would have known it the moment they clapped you in irons and led you away.
So who is this Tomas guy anyway? You say he works in the library?
He does. I've lost track of how many times I've spoken to the man.
No surprise, Lynn. You practically live at the library. So what did he look like again? Is he the big, burly one?
Burly? Not even close. He's a frail old man with a walking stick.
From what I understand, he's been at Garrick Mach for 40 years, at least. It is hard to imagine that he had been plotting evil that whole time. I wonder what led to his transformation.
Transformation? Would someone not be noticing if Tomas changed his appearance?
He meant a mental transformation, not a physical one. Tomas must have changed his mind about the church at some point.
I am excited to have learning of this strange new expression. I must be thanking you.
If they were really worried about transformations, you'd expect they would turn their gaze to you. Good to know they're nice enough not to do so.
So this Tomas person sent the bandits after us? What an awful man. We're lucky to be alive.
You're one to talk, Bernadetta. You weren't even there.
Yes, you were not having reason to fear for your continued living.
You're right. Everyone, pipe down. Something's happening outside.
Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
Well, well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
I think Tomas is here. I'll be right back. Wait, we should discuss this before you...
Ich würde gern speichern!
There he is!
That man down there.
Lady Rhea wants to speak with you. I suggest you accept.
This doddering persona of mine will benefit me no further.
What is this?
Familiar, right?
Hubris from mere vermin. You will pay for this.
Find him!
Right. What he did was just like...
Automatisches Speichern. Ich hoffe, es geht nicht automatisch weiter. Denn...
Prologue. The Shadows of Adrestia.
Weil wir sehen es dann im nächsten Part wieder. Oder?
Upon his return to Garreg, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceros's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Meanwhile, Edelgard seizes upon Monica's rescue as a chance to start down a radically different path than she had originally planned.
Things went like clockwork with Monica.
Thanks to Professor Yuritsa playing his part so ably. And equally to those arrogant fools for letting their guards down.
I doubt we will see such fortune next time.
Next time? Don't tell me.
The moment has come to take matters into our own hands at the Imperial capital. This is our chance to finally be rid of them.
But, Lady Edelgard, we aren't ready. We'll need an entire host to keep them in check.
And we have one. The Church.
Forgive my impertinence, but that is not the plan.
You are the man who once told me to leave no sword in its scabbard.
Yes, but one must also take care not to wound themselves when unsheathing it. I'm sorry, my lady, but this plan is ill-advised. I cannot support it. And even if I were to ignore common sense and go along, it still throws our future plans into disarray.
I thought you devised countermeasures to deal with the Church. Use them.
But those were meant for... Very well. Are you absolutely certain this is the path?
I am anything but certain. Yet the bandit attack in the mountains created an opportunity we cannot ignore. And I doubt the appearance of this new mercenary is simple coincidence. Plans can be rewritten, Hubert. Either we're doing this, or we're not. Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
I am with you, Lady Edelgard. As ever, then let us walk forward on this path and see where it takes us.
So.
I apologize for bringing this to you on such short notice, Archbishop.
Not at all, Edelgard. But might I ask, what prompted this sudden desire to return to Imbar?
We believe one of Tomas's collaborators may have infiltrated the capital.
My word!
Tomas tended the library at Garreg for decades, with nary a blemish on his record. And then, without warning, he drops his disguise and reveals himself to be a vile sorcerer of terrible ability. Someone at the capital also fits that pattern. A man we know.
And who might that be?
My uncle, and regent of the Empire, Bokhard von Arundel.
His lordship briefly defected from the Empire before reappearing several years later. But he returned a changed man, and began seizing power almost immediately. Witnesses claim he wields dark magic in secret. And is it...
That does sound suspicious, if these witnesses can be believed.
I would ask that you do believe them, as the information comes from my own House Vestra.
I see. And when you return to the capital, how do you propose to deal with this uncle of...
Lord Arundel has the support of a number of influential nobles, including the Prime Minister, Duke Eyre. And while we have allies of our own, it's likely they'll require some convincing. To that end, we wish to bring our friends here at the Academy, their daughters and sons, with us under the supervision.
We hoped you would consider deploying the Knights of Seros, so the Imperial Army doesn't get any strange ideas.
You wish to march on the Empire, with the Church's knights at your back?
Your support would give credence to our claims.
Additionally, the Knights would keep the populace in check upon our arrival, thereby
The more I hear of this, the more credible the threat sounds.
It's clear you have thought carefully and planned well.
We intend to seize the palace with our own forces, and will do our utmost to contain a conflict there. But we still need your help. Please.
I have two conditions. The first, when you capture Lord Arundel, he is to be turned over to the Knights at once. The second, our Knights are not to engage in battle directly.
I would have it no other way.
Step lightly, Edelgard. Should these claims about Lord Arundel prove false, we will take action accordingly. Make no mistake as to who will be held accountable.
Understood. But please know we have nothing to gain from deceiving the Church.
Very well. I will summon the Knights and let you instruct them as to your plan. May the Goddess watch over you all.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shape-shifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shape-shifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where did these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
And now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Fürs Geld speichern.
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
I must return to the Imperial capital soon for an important matter. Will you join me? Most of the other Black Eagles are coming.
What's this about?
I fear I must keep that to myself until we're closer to the capital. But I promise you this. There will be battle, and you will have a chance to shine.
Are you sure? I mean, these powers I have...
Are like the ones Tomas used? Yes, that is a bit disquieting. Still, you've given me no reason to mistrust you. You could have wrested yourself free of us from the start, but instead you chose to stay here at the monastery. You fought by our side and helped us save Monica. I think I can give you the benefit of the doubt. But here's my true proposal. If you accompany us, there's a good chance you'll learn where your powers come from.
Ooh, now that is intriguing.
In that case, I accept. Thank you.
So, darf ich jetzt ganz normal speichern? Ferdinand hat die Verwirrung verlassen. Kann mich aus einem Kampf uns da erwartet und herausfinden. Mit deiner Kombinatorin. Mit dir oder was? Wurscht. Das macht mein nächsten Part, ja, das eh viel so lange dauert. Gut. Dann würde ich sagen, sehen wir uns das nächste Mal wieder. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis bald und ciao.